Kia ora koutou. My name is Lily from Cohort 6. I'm here in the beautiful Tolaga Bay, outside Rick Crawford's whare. Now I'd like to tell you a little story. Rick Crawford, he's hiding away, he doesn't like cameras. But like many of us, he left school at a very early age. 15, 16 I believe it was. Then he went and worked all his life, hard work, doing fencing, shearing, in the meat works, road works. And then finally he ended up going overseas to Australia to seek his fortune, to see what better jobs there might be for him. He goes to Australia, finds work within forklift driving, digger driving, truck driving, you know, all of those jobs that we seem to be preened for. And eventually he landed in the mines in Australia. And you know what happens there? Oh, it's pretty good dosh over there. So he worked his butt off in the mines quite a number of years, over 20 years. And finally he returned back to his homelands, which is Uwawa, Tolaga Bay. And with that, he wanted to come back to the whare, the home whare, which is what we normally do. And he wanted to restore it. His mum, Auntie Lovey, beautiful Auntie Lovey, 84 years of age, she was living in the home. And Rick thought, right, let's restore it along with his sister. Let's restore it, make it beautiful for our mother. In her later years, she can relax and comfort in her home. Well, that was the plan, wasn't it? So, because he'd made a bit of a nest egg, he thought, yep, sister, let's do this. So they booked in the builders, booked in the contractors, and the first thing first of any project, as you know, is the foundations, isn't it? Yes, that's right, it's always the foundations. Well, the house removal company who does the piles and the foundations, they came along, and because of their Mickey Mouse work, they destroyed his home. They put it up on stilts, on piles, I don't know what it's called. They built it up, it wasn't secured, they had unexperienced people doing it, and then boom, the whole house fell down. And it just crushed Rick Crawford, because that was his mother's home, and now he's come home and destroyed it. And now his mother has had to leave the house and go and live in Gisborne. And to top it off, she's not even allowed to take her dog, Ebba, oh beautiful little Ebba. Anyway, I want to quickly see if he'll have a quick word with me, because some of the fellows came to Tolaga Bay in February of this year. We met the wonderful Janine Edge. Now Janine is has a little bit of background in with lawyers and legalities. Rick has spoken to his lawyers, and he's just been given the runaround. The past 2 years, the company that dropped the house aren't sort of willing to come to the party, and the insurance company don't want to know, and so he's left with a broken down house. So Janine is currently looking to see what sort of legal assistance she can find for him to get his rights. Morena, Rick Crawford, how are you?
Very good, thank you, Lil.
Cool. Rick, would you mind just briefly, in your own words, tell me what happened here. Tell me what happened to your beautiful whare, to your whānau whare.
Well, the repilers come to do the job on the 25th of April, I think it is, or 24th of April. They showed up, and
this was 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, and they jacked the house up in the order to repile.
Yes.
About 1,500 they had up off the ground.
Yes.
And in doing so, they had no braces on the jacks or no other supports. They were working off 10 jacks alone, with no supports.
No supports.
Because of the sandy soil, they dropped it. The
Right.
jacks moved and the house collapsed.
And is it repairable?
No, it's been through, I had a, what do you call it?
Expert engineer?
Building engineer to come and have a look. And because it was still on the ground, he advised me to get it jacked up, put on piles, so he could just check it out again. And in doing so, it was all racked out of shape. It's all it was damaged beyond repair.
So basically, it's irreparable. Needs to be replaced. So, the company that did this, are they taking any responsibility, or they're trying to give you any compensation of any sort?
Well, what they're sort of trying to compensate me is it wouldn't even replace, wouldn't replace half of it.
Right.
At today's rates, they were offering me 180 grand for the damage done. Plus well, I'm not sure. 180,000.
But basically, it's not good enough.
No.
For what's occurred.
Yeah.
How was your mum?
Well, she's not bad. She's got over it, but she's really stressed out for the first year or so.
Does she want to come home?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Because of this, she's got nowhere to come.
Yes.
Nowhere to live.
Well, cousin, I hope that we can do everything we can in our power to help you, because this is wrong, my beautiful cousin.
Yeah.
And Janine said she's going to try and look into it and see what lawyers she can find. Apparently Stephen Moe is a EHF fellow, and he may be able to look into it just to see what sort of justice or compensations there are for you. Is there any words you'd like to say to our wonderful Janine?
Oh, I'm sort of very appreciative of what you're trying to do for me. Yeah, means a lot.
Yes, thank you, cousin. Right. Kia ora koutou whanau.